when you decide to grow your business, should you plan everything out in detail or just go for it? I think that we should just end with that. What are you thinking about that? Plan everything out or just go for it? Jiaqi, you're making eye contact with me. What's going on here? What are you thinking? You're first.
Yeah, no, I think you should plan well enough, but not too much, right? To have a initial good idea on what's the overall direction you want to go in, and then quickly validate that with the market, right? If you go without anything, then I think there's too much distraction and possible option for you to go for, right? And if you have to decide like what's the plan, I would definitely recommend you using frictionless customer experience framework.
That's good. That makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the chat. I hype all of this up, and then they're like, "Wait, you got 12 more minutes." I'm like, "Oh man, my bad." So yeah, we're gonna just keep going. We're here, guys. So I hate to give that. That wasn't like a false thing. I really thought we were. Anyway, so we're gonna keep going on this. Thank you so much, Jiaqi. Michael, what do you got? What do you got for us?
I think if you're sitting there thinking, maybe I need to plan for a bit more before I start this thing, don't. Just get going. Just do the smallest thing and validate it. Make sure that you're testing, that you're learning all the time, but just launch into it, because I think all the plans you make, you'll throw away anyway.
Makes sense. Marcin, what are we thinking?
I would say it depends on the person and his character or her character. If you're able to plan things out, put a deadline and work with that, then go ahead and do the planning. If you're like me and that you cannot work with that, I would say go with a minimal viable product, website, or whatever. Just get something out there. Otherwise, in my case, it just won't happen.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes David, a lot of sense. What are you thinking about that? What do you think?
Yeah,
about
so one concept that I've always really liked, you should make decisions at the last responsible moment. So you should plan things out in advance so that you can make those decisions with, and when I say responsible, is in like, there's always a certain amount of time that it takes to make a certain decision. So if you wait too long, then essentially that decision gets made for you, right? If I don't answer something, what I want for dinner, and then dinner shows up, then the decision got made for me, right? So whereas I could have planned that out ahead of time, but that doesn't mean I need to make a decision there or plan it out, weeks and weeks in advance for that dinner if it's not going to take me that long to do. So you should figure out when the last responsible moment is that you have to make that decision, because that'll give you the maximum amount of time to get the most information to make the best decision, right? If I plan things out too far in advance, then maybe I'm sick for dinner that day and I planned it all out, and that was useless because I didn't have that last bit of information that I was going to be sick that day. So we always try to make decisions at the last responsible moment. And sometimes that's difficult. Responsible tends to go, I wasn't really responsible there and I went too far. But, and I made, the decision got made for us. But I think keeping that framework in mind has really helped us.
You know what, David? That's the most responsible answer I've ever heard in my life. Would have turned out so much better if I heard that like 5 years ago. So